Welcome to this video of the Willow Creek Railroad. If you've watched my layout tours and operations video, you know that the Willow Creek is a 400 square foot HO scale model railroad. When building a layout, it's easy to get focused on tracks and trains and consider scenery only as an afterthought. But scenery is important to the model railroad since it plays a major role in helping us create our miniature world. Figures of people and animals enable us to make the model railroad come to life. This video highlights some of the scenic details found on the Willow Creek Railroad, focusing on the figures, some of which you have to look very carefully to see. Let's start with birds. You'll find eagles, pigeons, ducks, and other birds on the layout. Then there's bear, moose, and deer located in the mountainous regions of the railroad. I used to do a lot of hiking and backpacking, so there are a number of figures representing these interests. Staying with the outdoors theme, kite flying and boating are a natural. Note the wakes of the various boats. And in fact, if you look very closely at the guy fishing, you'll see the circular ripples where his invisible fishing line enters the water. These railroad workers are preparing to fix a trestle where a fire barrel mysteriously fell into the swamp below. Other figures can be seen in the various railroad towers, which have detailed interiors. From hobos to folks enjoying a barbecue, figures represent people working and simply enjoying life. Figures from Woodland Scenics, Pricer, Scenic Express, and other vendors enable us to create wonderful scenes on the layout. We can have a lot of fun with figures. This passenger station is busy with all sorts of activity, including a family arriving to catch a train. Note the little girl's teddy bear walking all by itself beside the family. Street scenes on the layout are teeming with life. We have kids taking a refreshment break, a family enjoying hot dogs, and a friendly game of street basketball. In addition to the wonderful assortment of figures, note the detailed storefronts and building interiors, including hotel rooms, restaurants, a barber shop, candy store, second floor art gallery, donut shop, and produce market. Animated signs like this one from Miller Engineering also add a lot of interest on the layout. The Willow Creek includes two examples of what's known as forced perspective, a trick to make the eye think a scene is further away than it really is. Here we have hikers way up in the mountains, or so it seems. Actually, the hikers are N-scale figures, about half the size of the HO scale figures that we've been looking at, which makes us think they're further away. I've inserted an HO scale figure to show the difference. In this scene, we have a rustic cabin and two hikers far up in the hills. Again, they are all N-scale items, which makes them look far away, as long as we don't have an HO scale figure close by to make a comparison. When adding figures to a layout, don't forget the passenger trains. They look much better if they have people on board. Figures can add a lot of fun and interest to the model railroad, and even a little bit of humor. So that's some of the scenic highlights on the Willow Creek Railroad. I hope you've enjoyed them.